What's up, guys? Chicago Bears just wrapped up training camp practice number 12 in full pads. The first thing to mention is that injuries are starting to pile up at camp, as today we were without a lot of players. But before anyone overreacts, I think the coaching staff is giving some veterans extra days off in order to let other players get first team reps. Matt Eberflus commented on it yesterday, and today we saw even more combinations along both the offensive and defensive lines. What is going on? I'm going to go ahead and break down everything from today's practice. Let's go ahead and get right into it. First, a special thanks to BetUS for sponsoring this video. Nate Davis did return to practice today. He did individual drills, he warmed up, but then he left practice and was on the side working with trainers, possibly working on his conditioning. But Nate did not finish practice and missed most of the team drills. I feel like Nate was supposed to come back to practice today, but may have had a setback. Stay tuned for more on Nate Davis. Other guys who were not practicing today were Jaquan Brisker, Tyreek Stevenson, Noah Sewell, Jacob Martin, Darnell Wright, Theo Benedict, Tevin Jenkins, Andrew Billings, Montez Sweat, and Patrick Scales. 10 players missing practice. I'm really worried about Darnell Wright and Tevin Jenkins. With our long snapper missing practice today, though, the Bears have re-signed Cameron Lyons just 2 days after releasing him, and in order to make room for him on the roster, they have waived undrafted rookie wide receiver Peter LeBlanc. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into the practice report on offense. First up, Caleb Williams' progress report. It was an up and down day for our rookie quarterback. He did start out the day hot, and he had some big-time TD passes and team drills, but that was also without our top three cornerbacks on the field. Caleb would hook up for touchdowns with DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, and Keenan Allen. Speaking of Keenan Allen, he had an insane route in 1v1 drills today, completely burning a corner and getting wide open. Caleb's TD pass to DJ Moore in 7-on-7s was probably the play of the day. It was a 35-plus yard bomb to DJ. DJ would make another great catch with some toe drag swag on the sideline earlier in practice as well. The downside for the offense came in 11-on-11 drills, where the shuffled offensive line struggled and Caleb and Rome Odunze couldn't get on the same page. There were no touchdowns scored in the 11-on-11s today. The defense forced a bunch of 3-and-outs and had this offense frustrated. Overall, though, Caleb Williams continues progressing in this offense, and every day he makes multiple highlight level throws. Today, he was on fire during the 7-on-7 drills, but then he would struggle during 11-on-11 period. No reason to really worry. I think Caleb Williams is killing it. I can't wait to see him in preseason action. But let's go ahead and get into the trenches, where there was another fumbled snap today between Ryan Bates and our rookie quarterback, something I don't like seeing that needs to get cleaned up. Caleb was scrambling and avoiding a lot of pressures today, as this reshuffled offensive line was missing 3 to 4 starters and definitely struggled blocking today. Tevin Jenkins did practice early in the day, but he left sometime in the middle of practice and did not come back, meaning the only guys projected as starters on the O-line today for the 11-on-11s was Braxton Jones at left tackle. After Tev went down, there was a bit of a rotation at left guard between Jatiri Carter and Jerome Carvin. At center, it was Ryan Bates again getting most of the work today, with Bill Murray at right guard and Matt Pryor getting the first team reps in place of Darnell Wright at right tackle. This swing tackle job is something to watch. Larry Borum had seemed like the favorite, but then when you watch preseason action, you almost felt like Jake Curran was moving up. But this week in practice, Matt Pryor has been ahead of both Curran and Larry Borum when it comes to the tackle position, at least on the right side. And then Nate Davis was dressed in pads today. It seemed like he was going to practice, but he would end up leaving practice and Bill Murray would take the rest of the snaps at right guard. Murray actually had a couple of great reps versus Jervon Dexter, something to keep an eye on here. I think Braxton Jones had a great day of practice and was also involved in a scuffle with rookie defensive end Austin Booker. It looked like one of the first real fights of camp. Nothing major, and both guys would finish practice, but the choppiness between the offense and the defense in the trenches was on full display. Overall, though, the offensive line is easily the biggest concern I have right now, especially with all these injuries starting to pile up. I will be paying extra attention the rest of the week to see if Tevin Jenkins and Darnell Wright get back to practice And I'm going to continue monitoring the center rotation, where Ryan Bates now has back to back days of getting first team reps at center. And then, final word on Nate Davis, his stock just keeps getting lower every day, and I don't know how much faith I have left in him turning things around. But elsewhere on offense, we did see Velus Jones getting reps at running back today, taking a couple of toss plays out of the backfield. I love that the coaches are trying to find ways to get the ball into Velus's hands. And then DeAndre Swift also caught multiple balls, including a nice catch down the sideline. He continues to remain heavily involved in this offense. Don't sleep on DeAndre Swift. But Roshan Johnson seems to be the guy working as the RB2 right now, ahead of Khalil Herbert. I think he fits better as a change of pace back, but we'll watch how preseason plays out for that one. Travis Homer would also return to practice today, and then Tyson Bagent had another pretty good day. He led the team downfield on multiple drives, and he was operating this offense quickly and efficiently. Bagent also had a beautiful pass to DeAndre Carter as well, but there were some fumbled handoffs and snaps with the second and third string units today as well, something you don't like to see. But one of the weirdest things we've seen from camp was a field goal attempt by Cairo Santos. It actually double doinked and went in. Something sure to raise the eyebrows of most Bears fans. But before I get to the defense, I want to take a moment to shout out BetUS, my first partner I've worked with on this channel. They have all the odds you need for your NFL betting needs. Sign up via my link in the description below if you haven't already to get a 125% match bonus on all deposits up to $2,000. Use my link below to sign up. I'll also be giving out some free bets each month, so stay tuned for that. And I'll throw out some of my own personal picks for Bears games as well. But on to the defense, where Gervon Dexter would make things hard on the offense today. Even without Montez Sweat practicing, Dexter Danger was wreaking havoc in the backfield all day long, blowing up multiple plays. Dexter looks like the most improved player on this team, at least compared to last season. Meanwhile, Montez Sweat didn't practice today, but he was dressed and he was running the hill behind the practice field most of the day. Not sure if this was for extra conditioning work or if Montez just felt like channeling his inner Walter and running up hills today, but he did look healthy, so that's a good sign. It's possible the coaches just wanted to see more Austin Booker. He was the guy getting the first team reps in place of Montez Sweat today. And on the inside, it was Zach Pickens getting first team reps in place of Andrew Billings. I don't think Billings or Sweat are hurt. I think the coaching staff just wanted to see some different combinations. But we also had a new look secondary today as well, with Tyreek Stevenson, Kyler Gordon, and Jaquan Brisker all missing practice. It was Elijah Hicks getting the first team reps in place of Brisker, but the team rotated different guys in at corner. Terrell Smith was back at practice, and he got most of the first team reps in place of Tyreek Stevenson today. He had some awesome reps against DJ Moore, forcing a couple of incompletions with tight coverage and breaking up a pass intended for Rome Odunze. It was a great practice for Smitty, and it was good to see he's healthy after leaving practice early yesterday. Jalen Johnson would get reps at both left corner and right corner today, and as always, he was locking guys down. He commented in his press conference after practice that he was not happy about the NFL leaving him out of the top 100. He had some choice words for the NFL and the players that vote on it. JJ clearly believes he deserves to be in the top 100, and I firmly back him behind that. He's easily a top 100 player. I think he belongs easily in the top 50. He was probably the best cornerback in the NFL last season. He would break up a Rome Odunze TD pass today, and he had tight coverage to force an incompletion against DJ Moore. And then I saw Josh Blackwell getting some snaps at nickel corner today. He had what would have been a sack on a corner blitz. As far as special teams, though, Torrey Taylor continues looking special as a punter, just absolutely booming the ball into the air and placing beautiful punts inside the 10-yard line all throughout camp. He had one today that Adrian Colbert would down at the 2-yard line. And then one more thing about our rookie punter. He said he does not like the nickname Crocodile Punter. So you guys are going to have to come up with something else for our rookie punter. And then on kick returns, it was John Jackson and Freddie Swain who started it out today. But Khalil Herbert and Velus Jones did mix in some reps as well. I think Valus and Herbert are probably our top two kick returners right now. That's it for practice today, guys. It was a padded practice, but still nothing to overreact about. I am worried about our offensive line, but I at least want to see how things play out the rest of the week before our Saturday night game against the Buffalo Bills. I think it's possible that Flus just wants to keep this starting line healthy before Saturday's preseason game, but the most important thing from now until Saturday is probably the health of Darnell Wright and Tevin Jenkins. If both of those guys were out, I do think it's possible that Flus would hold Caleb Williams out of this game. So that's going to be something to watch going forward. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate everyone who watches. If you missed it, we did sign another cornerback yesterday, Ro Torrance. I have a video breaking that down and so much more on the way. Please remember to hit that like button for me. Stay tuned, and until next time, bear down.